On Sunday, the Terps could have gone #1 with a win. Instead, a loss dropped them to 7. Now they look to rebound as they face an Ivy League test in Brown, who comes to Rainey College Park for the first time since 1978. The Bears of Brown and the Terrapins of Maryland live on Big Ten Plus. And we welcome you inside a very cold and wet SECU Stadium. I'm Tyler Lochte. He's Ben Strober. So we go to the face-off X. It's Shea Keithler taking this one for the Terps instead of the usual Luke Weirman. A little bit interesting. Keithler makes no mistake, though. And Maryland is going to take it. Keithler all the way over the goal.
I think the bench would have exploded if he had scored there.
Dash sacks the face-off guy for Brown. And again, we've seen Weirman all year long. Shea Keithler is now 4 for 4 on this young season from the X. Here's Maryland working. Urksa leads this team in points. Here's Chorus coming around. Syracuse over to Maltz. Maryland's been so good at the X this year, you wonder if we're going to see Weirman at all today if he didn't start this game. This is Molliver. Missed all of last year with injury. Boys, Maryland glad to have him back. He's patiently waiting for somebody to give him an option, and he'll find it in Spanos. Spanos to the front. He misses wide.
Maryland's run that exact set so many times this season. They have Molliver hold it behind the cage. They're looking for a cutter. Once it hits the 30-second mark, that's where he comes out, and Maltz or Spanos on that case has typically gone back there and tried to get the matchup.
That ball gets away from Spanos, and here comes Brown. PJ Bean scooping up the loose change. We're going to see this Bears offense for the first time today. This is Wertheim getting it across. Pull with it is Cave. And now Brown can set things up. Jack Kelly is going to wait for his guys to come on. Kelly just dancing around, working on Alviti. Brown finally getting the last of their subs on the field. And this is McLean, the guy to watch. Zapatello, he realizes that and goes right to him. Good push there by Red as the ball gets behind. This is Bly working on Sharkey. He's got that shorty matchup. Bly to the front, and he puts it in. Brown strikes first in College Park.
You said it on cue, that matchup for Bly. He found Sharkey on him behind the goal. And as an attackman, that's the matchup that you want every single time. And to Sharkey's credit, did a pretty good job trying to keep him from the top side, but he went up a little bit too high. He gave him that inside roll back to the crease, and that's just an even better finish.
It's Keithler again at the X. That's certainly a story. And it's picked up by Kohler. Maryland ball. They've been punched in the mouth here. Let's see how they respond. And if he is out today, you wonder how big of a loss not having Weirman there would be. Keithler's done the job, though, so far 2 for 2. This is Molliver.
Brown scores at the 12:53 mark of the first quarter. The goal was scored by number 45, Wells.
Molliver, high pass, and that's going to get all the way out. Unforced error, Brown ball.
2 possessions, 2 turnovers for the Terrapins, and that was a theme last weekend in Notre Dame, and ultimately it led to them getting exposed.
This is Taylor. The Bears coming down the field again. Staten behind X. Bears setting things up. It's McLean. McLean's got a shorty. Cutting to the middle. Passing it behind X again. This is Bly. We've seen what he can do already. Got the game's only goal. And he's going to bounce this one in to Wertheim. Wertheim take it off. He likes the shot and scores it. 2-0 Brown. And the Bears might smell an upset.
I don't know what's got into this Brown team, but certainly they got the memo that there's a lacrosse game today. They've come into College Park with a different kind of energy, one that Maryland is lacking so far.
Marcus Wertheim, the sophomore from St. James, New York, makes it 2-0. And now Brown's going to win the faceoff.
Tyler, I was searching around on the sideline. Weirman is dressed, and he's out there, and he hasn't played yet.
The Bears are the last winless team in the Ivy League. You better believe that they want to erase that distinction before league play starts.
Marcus Wertheim with the assist to number 2, PJ Biggin.
Corsi. Bears, they're smelling goal number 3. Kohler trying to cover. Zapatello, good job on defense there. Here's Corsi again, working on Alviti. Alviti forces him behind the GLE. It's a nice spin. Pass out. Spencer Hughes. Hughes over to Bly. This is Corsi. Corsi takes it, and McNaney says no. His first save of the game, and the first time Brown has shot and not scored. Maryland needs to wake up here. This is Moliver. To Urksa on the near side. Urksa cutting, passing, Moliver hit. And the ball is loose, and it's scooped up by the Bears. Tyler Blackburn with the big-time hit.
It looked like Urksa was free for the shot right there. Decided to make that one extra pass, and Moliver got crushed as a result.
Charlie Cave scooting right past Moliver. And the Bears are in the offensive zone again. Who expected this?
So you have to wonder, depending on how this possession here for Brown goes, might see an early timeout from Tillman.
I think so. There's a low shot scooped up by McNaney, but now loose in front. That's a heck of a scoop there by Nick Red. What an important ground ball early in this game.
Needed that one bad, and the Terps offense needs a goal bad. 3 possessions have ended with the ball on the ground.
Terps have taken 2 shots. Neither have been on target, Ben. George Stamos. You know, he's a threat to score from that short stick D-midi spot. Had the game winner against Syracuse. Here's Chorus. Reinforcements coming. Syracuse up. He started his last 5 games after 30-plus coming off the bench here. Here's Chorus. Winds it up. It scores. And Maryland gets one back from Chorus. So it's a switch, but it's not the switch we expected. As Keithler gets out, Carter comes in and he loses it to Dash Sachs. Very, very interesting from John Tillman at the X. And Brown's going to have another chance. Here's McLean. Zapatello picking him up immediately and pushing him outside.
We highlighted in the open, Tyler, how good Maryland has been on the faceoff because of Weirman, and Brown has had the edge so far with them out.
This is Bly. Double team, loose ball, yard sale. Picked up by Burles. A juice play from the pole. Let's see if the offense can take advantage. Zapatello catching that one to get it clear. Now Stamos will push it forward to Molliver. This is Urksa. Scooping it over. Murphy scores! Tie game!
Take a deep breath. These first couple of minutes here have been bonkers. Madness, if you will. Brown jumps out to a 2-0 lead. And both the goals coming from Maryland, coming from long range. If that's what it takes to get it going, that's what Maryland will do.
In the rain, it's certainly a tough situation if you're a player. The ball's scooting around. See which team can take advantage. Crater lost the ball. Couldn't find it. Dash Sack scoops it up. And I'm beginning to think we may not see Luke Weirman again, who is dressed on the sideline. So McLean will give it off to Wertheim. This is Jack Kelly. Behind the GLE. Now he's taking it behind Hex all the way around, and he gives Brown back the lead. Jack Kelly 3-2.
Fast pace, and everything has started at the face-off X for Brown. You figured coming into this one, Brown, who has struggled to win face-off this season, and Weirman, who has dominated for the most part. This gives Brown a new sense of life, and they have a lead in the first quarter because of what they've done at the face-off X.
Got to think the eyes of the college lacrosse world are turning to College Park. Battle for it. Maltz scoops it up, lost it. Brown ball. PJ being into the offensive zone. Well, in a sport where it seems like anything can happen, especially this season, could we see yet another upset brewing? Brown has never beaten Maryland. They're 0 for 16. Haven't played them in a while. This is their first time coming to College Park since 1978. Here's Kelly. Scored their last possession. This is Wolfram. How in the world did he keep that? Wolfram working on Zapatello. Now the ball gets over to the far side. This is Wertheim. McLean shoots and misses wide.
Burles got to be more careful. Cannot give McLean a step in the middle there.
20 seconds. Kohler, the shorty, there, number 8. Wolfram spinning and again keeps it in his stick. Bly. Across, tipped up by Larkin into the stick. Number 50, Canfield. And here's Sharkey. Maryland's offense is going to have a chance to tie it. Sharkey stuck. He'll set a pick. Trying to direct traffic here. Urksa's got it. Urksa behind X. Murphy's open on the near side. Brown identified him. On comes Whittier. Pass to the front, and Murphy, did it go? No. Heck of a save there by Terrio. And Brown will hold their lead.
That's the look Maryland wanted right there on the near post. It was there for the take, and Terrio, even better save.
Bears ball again. Tanner Burns for a second. Now it's Spencer Hughes. It's Corsi. Here's a shot from distance, and it goes. Spencer Hughes, 4-2. And Brown can't miss.
And that's Hughes taking advantage of a poor approach from Alviti, the Vermont transfer. When that pass sailed across, he tried quickly to rotate over his approach, got flat-footed. You can't let Hughes get topside right there. And Brown, like you said, every shot that's been open for him, they found a way to put it in.
So now it's Shea Kiefler back at the X, and he wins the faceoff. He's now 3 for 4 today. Still no sign of Weirman, who's dressed on the sideline, by the way. Here's Urksa. Urksa coming around. Sense of urgency now in this Maryland offense, who trail by 2. Brown's bench fired up, justifiably so. Molliver to the front chorus. Urksa. Spanos near side, back to Urksa. Back to chorus. Brown's defense not giving up an easy look. Chorus has to back out. Now it goes all the way down to Molliver. Molliver to Syracuse, and a shot off the post there by Maltz. Maryland runs it down, they'll keep it. And the Terps get something going. There's Molliver. Syracuse, Urksa. Spanos. Got it in space. Urksa. Syracuse low to high over the goal. A lot of chatter from the Brown defense. You can't blame them, Ben. They've done a great job.
They've been sitting back pretty comfortably. They've essentially been daring Maryland to try it from 10-plus yards. And got a lot of faith in Terrio.
Urksa has it in his stick. Here's Maltz. He'll let it rip, a bouncer that goes wide. Two teams that met in the Final Four back in 2016. Friend of the program, Matt Dunn, scored from basically the whole field in that one. So that one's off the post. Now Maltz tries it and scores. It's 4-3. Danny Maltz will get a big one on the board there for Maryland.
And that's such a brutal blow to that Brown defense that did such a good job that entire possession. And the benefit for Maryland comes off the post, a bounce that comes right to Maryland's top scorer, and he just does the rest. Too much space for him in the middle of the field. He's not going to miss from there many times.
What's sweeter than 100? How about 101 for Danny Maltz? And another face-off win for the Bears. Time it was Kiefler who got beat. There's Bly. He'll take one in a hurry, and McNaney was there. Here comes Stamos. Terps trying to tie it. Sharkey setting things up. Here's Molliver. To Urksa. Here's Brennan. Daniel Kelly in the game. He's got the ball now. This line of Brennan, Kelly, and Murphy, all guys who want a bit of redemption this year, Ben. They want to try to reclaim their top spots.
Last year, those are the three dominating guys for this Maryland team, especially Brennan late in the season coming on. And these guys haven't had quite the same impact. Of course, Molliver coming back has played a role. Maltz stepping up in an even bigger role.
There's a pass across, tipped away. Maltz scoops it up. Maryland doesn't have much time here. 10 seconds. Daniel Kelly to the front, nice save, Maltz the rebound, scores, and we're tied at 4. Another fortunate bounce, 4 seconds left, 4-4. Keithler out there again. And he'll win the face-off. 1 second, got a fire, and it goes wide. A firecracker first quarter here in the rain in College Park.
This Brown team, it's winless, but they came to play. They have a sense of energy that we haven't seen from any team that's come to SECU Stadium so far this season.
Yeah, Brown certainly didn't get the memo that this was going to be a walk for Maryland. They struck early and often, pushing the Terps to the limit. It's going to be a lot of fun to see what twists and turns are in store. Don't go anywhere here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back here to College Park. That's Luke Weirman on your screen, one of the best face-off guys in the country. Ben, we haven't seen him yet today.
And it's very interesting that we have not seen him. One of the most dominant face-off guys, really, in the history of the sport, has not gone out there on the field. You have to wonder, because he's not on any, injury report or just hasn't played and he's dressed, could this be some kind of disciplinary action? I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know. We talked to Josh Kaplan, who's filling in for the SID today. He has no idea either. We have nothing. Just a very confusing decision. And again, it's Crater on the field right now. Lost his stick. Are the sticks stuck? They are. So it's Brown ball. Stick stuck in the middle of the field. Well, the Brown Bears will certainly take that, as they're going to get the first crack at it. Looks like they had to wait for the sticks to come off. I haven't seen that. Here's Bly working on Sharkey. He'll get it back. Again, it's that shorty matchup, Ben. We've talked about it so much this season. Here's Jack Kelly. Weird pass there, but it was corralled. That was a nice play by McClain to catch it. Here's Bly to the front. Got the shorty on him. Step passes. Quick shot blocked. Red trying to run it down. He'll kick it forward. Battle for the loose ball. Who else? Ajax Zapatello. But he lost it. Whistle now. Sticks broken in half. Brown ball.
What in the world is going on with that play?
You can see the stick right there.
And Zapatello scooped that ball up with one hand, reaching all the way out. And that short stick came flying out and just shattered.
Here's Corsi. He'll give it up. Jack Kelly. Back to Corsi. Near side working on Red. Still Corsi. He scores! And it's 5-4 Brown, starting right where they left off.
It's that matchup right there for Corsi. Had Red on him. Red did his job. He didn't let him go to the middle, but using the alley to his advantage. And we'll get another look. After Corsi buries a shot, Nick Red visibly very frustrated. Not sure if he was expecting the slide there from Sharkey. I think he was. And you can see the frustration in his body language.
5 goals for Brown, all by different players, and it's another face-off win. Well, if this game doesn't show you how important Luke Weirman is, I don't know what else could.
This is huge for this Maryland team especially. Really going to get tested how they are adversity-wise. Last week, of course, losing its first game. That's a test, but even more here.
Locke gave it up. Werdheim trying to get space. Still have to pass it behind the GLE. This is Wolfram to the front. Brown setting the table. Corsi scored on their last possession. Now Zapatello's on him. Corsi shooting and scoring again. He beats Ajax Zapatello, and it's 6-4 Brown.
I don't know what it's going to take for this Maryland team to wake up, but Brown isn't going to sit around and wait for it to happen. Corsi No fear, taking it on one of the best defenders in the entire nation. That's a fearless play and an incredible goal from number 42.
Now we go back to the face-off circle. The story continues. Crater, who's lost another one. It's Sachs all the way, deflected out. Look at McNaney coming out and kicking it away. There's nobody in net. Zappatello was standing in for him. Brown can take a 3-goal lead. Here's McLean working on Zappatello, trying to get the switch on to Chorus, but Chorus was smart to move. Now Nick Red coming on in his place. McLean shooting and scoring. And it's 7-4.
Everything, and I mean everything, is falling apart for Maryland. From the face-off X, from the short stick D-mids, from the long pulls, and this one is on McNaney. From that short angle, this is a shot he does not give up often. Something is going on with the mental, and we're going to get a timeout from Tillman, and for good reason.
Look at this Brown bench. They are fired up, and justifiably so. Looking for their first win this year and their first ever against Maryland. They lead it by 3. We're going to step away here from College Park. Don't go anywhere.
McNaney, the first 4 games, so dominant for Maryland. Last week, a hiccup, and now even worse.
Keithler pushed him over, and he lost the ball. Hang on a second. We've got a whistle. What a call by John Tillman. He got the timeout in before Keithler lost the ball.
And anything that's come from long range has been an easy stop for him.
McNaney's going to have to hope for a stop here against this Brown offense that has been so good today. This is Wertheim. He's got the shorty. He'll shoot it off the post. Picked up, though, by Jack Kelly. His defender, Larkin, went down. Here's Bly. Working on Sharkey. Bly to the middle. Good switch there by Zappatello. Jack Kelly. Working on A.J. Larkin. High pass here. Crowd for a second, now lost. Schaller, the flip over the shoulder, and Sharkey's going to get it clear.
Wow.
How about that play by Will Schaller?
Any means necessary. Get that ball cleared. That's what he did.
Here's Spanos to Urksa. Here's Danny Maltz waiting for help. Syracuse trying to make the most of his new starting role. Spanos on a shorty. Spins around and passes. Molliver to the front. That's Danny Maltz. Did it go? Yes. And it's 7-6. A delayed call from the ref gives Danny Maltz the hat trick. Still no sign of Weirman. Shea Keithler in a war here at the center circle. My goodness. This is some fight. And the Bears win it.
Maryland scores at the 3:19 mark in the second quarter. That goal was scored by number 37, Daniel Maltz.
A whistle here. I believe that Brown has challenged the call ban. Remember, you have a few seconds after the fact. Now the refs will come back out and say play on. He's not sure
Shot clock is reset to 76.
the reason was for the stoppage there. So either way, Maltz's hat trick, his second of the season, will stay. Spencer Hughes with it. That's Zappatello coming out. You wonder if they wanted to draw him out. He gets the pick. No trouble for Zappatello to get through that, though. Wertheim working on Kohler. This is Corsi. He's got 2 today. He'd love a hat trick. And he's got Stamos on him, the shorty. Corsi turning, and there is his hat trick, and it's 8-6.
Corsi, a guy who's taken advantage of that short stick matchup all afternoon long so far. He got Stamos on him this time from behind. He's beat Nick Red. He had a chance going at Sharkey as well, and this time it was Stamos. Gets a step on him, and that's an even easier shot. McNaney takes a step out to try and take away the angle and score it, but something has been amiss so far there between the defense and the goalkeeper.
Another battle for the loose ball. It's Corsi's 4th hat trick of his career, but his first this year. He only had 2 goals coming in. And it's Brown ball again there. You can see the tie up on the near side. Chorus couldn't scoop it. What a game we've got.
And these face-offs, and what's so different with having Weirman out is Weirman is a guy, when he wins the face-off, he wins it so clean. He gets that exit and allows Maryland to either set up a break or to set up. Everything has been an absolute battle for the ground ball. Maryland's not used to that.
A timeout called here by Brown with 1:42 to go in this first half. We'll step away. Brown with the ball, looking to go up 3 here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back to College Park, where the weather not on the side of either team. It's cold, it's windy, and it's the perfect weather for some gritty lacrosse, and that's exactly what Brown has given us here today.
I was going to say, we're all the way up here in the booth, and we're still cold. Can only imagine what it's like on the field, but I'm sure Brown's feeling warm with this 2-goal lead.
They really did come to play. Got to respect Mike Daly for getting his guys ready to go. Brown setting the table again. This is Wertheim. Over to Bly on the near side. Got the shorty matchup with Sharkey. Bly passing it off to Wertheim again. This is Corsi. He's got 3 already. He's beaten Zappatello already as well. This time he passes it off. Hughes. The double team comes and he keeps the ball. Bly behind the net, a pass in front, loose ball. A whistle comes, and it is Maryland ball.
What a job on that possession by Canfield. Just finally getting over. That was that matchup. They tried to do the exact same thing Corsi has done multiple times in this game, and Canfield recognized it.
Big time hit from the back. Maryland's going to keep it. They've got 25 seconds. It would be a big-time goal if they could find the back of the net here. Danny Maltz behind the goal. Pass to Murphy. Long range, just wide. They'll stay with the Terps. 12 seconds left. Braden Urksa running over there to get the ball.
They wanted it in his stick. They had 2 guys closer to it that told Urksa to come get it.
Urksa's working on Cave. Urksa to the front, pass over. Murphy lost it, gets it back, but now he's covered. He'll create a shot, kick, save, halftime. What a first half of lacrosse. My goodness. See Logan McNaney going back to the net. Now, again, we saw Luke Weirman practicing face-offs at halftime, but it's still not him on the field. Crater took the first face-off. Again, we have no information. We've asked anybody we could ask. Nothing to tell you on why he's not on the field, but Maryland's going to have to find another way. There's a quick shot and a goal. Didn't take long at all. It's Kevin Sweeney. Just 18 seconds in, and Maryland hasn't left the locker room.
Asleep at the wheel is the best way you can describe this play. When you're at the point, someone's job is to pick up the ball. Sweeney runs in, and I don't know how nobody even attempts to get out there. Ajax Zapatello came out there, and it was far too late.
Terps have given up now 9 goals and counting, it seems. Another face-off win here for Brown. The Bears are saying, okay, do we have your attention now? I think they do. McLean giving it off to Wertheim. And here's a shot over the net. It was Ben Locke who took it. What a performance by the Bears today. Jack Kelly working on Larkin. Kelly spinning around. Now he's going to cut to the middle. Good shift there. Here's the danger man, McLean. And McNaney says no. He's got to be careful, though. Locke giving chase, and McNaney makes a nice pass to the outside, and Kohler is going to get that clear.
Better patience from McNaney. Last week against Notre Dame, there was a couple of instances where he got pressured heavily and ended up turning it over to an open net.
Here's Ursa. Leads the team in points, but also leads them in turnovers. He's got 13 more than any other guy, Ben. Spanos to Oliver. To the front. And it's dropped there by, Syracuse. Here comes the Bears the other way. Staten giving it off. This is Locke. Bears have had lion's share of the ball today. Kelly lost it, scooped up. That's Burles. Ursa with a nice catch and a nice goal at the other end. And it's 9-7. And it's 9-7, his 11th of the year. Keithler loses the faceoff. Dash Sachs, by the way, has been outstanding at the X. You can see him with the ball right there, number 77 for the Bears. He's been unreal.
Just doing his job, and as a result, Brown has grabbed a lead, and they've looked like the better team today.
Brown came in losing more than 50% of their face-offs, Ben. Today they've won 12 of 19. You can talk about not having Weirman all you want. Other guys from Maryland just have not stepped up. Not only just in that department, but all over the field.
Yeah, it goes to show you in most instances the game is won at the face-off X.
But the Terps have had plenty of chances besides that. Here's Wertheim to Hughes. Hughes working on Larkin. He'll try a tough shot. Oh my goodness, what a goal. Put it top shed, 10-7. Pick that one out.
And as A.J. Larkin has to turn around and see that one find the top left corner, there's absolutely nothing you can do as a defender. That's just an even better shot by Hughes.
You know, I don't like to use this word often. That shot was perfect.
It was. That's a perfectly objective statement right there, Tyler.
Loose change, scooped up there by Sachs. A timeout was called, though. Or no, they're just going to give the ball to Brown. The point to the bench looked like Daly had to burn a timeout. He's still going to have 2, and he's going to have the ball.
And we just had the graphic pop there, and there was another long shot that McNaney could not track down. That's the most goals he's given up to an unranked opponent in his entire career.
This is Kelly. McLean, who's honestly been quiet. You know, we build it as he's going to have to be the one to find the back of the net. It's been the other guys. He does have one, though. He's looking for more. Here is McLean dancing around on Zapatello. The double team comes, and he keeps possession. This is Bly. Pass gets away. Look at McNaney. Out of the net, trying to run that one down, and he scoops it up. But he stepped out of bounds, I believe.
That was a ballsy play by McNaney to go out there and try to grab that, because it was definitely no given that he was going to get to that.
Well, earlier we've seen that work out for him, Ben. Had a big-time ground ball where he had to run straight forward and scoop it. He's trying to do whatever he can to help out this defense. That's certainly met their match today. Here's Hughes. Can he pull the rabbit out of the hat again? Corsi on the far side. He'll cut to the middle, give it off to Hughes. Hughes looking for a hat trick. Here's Bly. He's got a shorty. Gets back to Hughes on Alviti. Alviti forces him behind the goal. He's going to come around quickly. Lost the ball. Kohler's there to scoop it. Nerves, I'm sure, starting to build for everybody in this stadium. Came out today, said, hey, you know, it's raining, but fans came to see Maryland get back on track, and that just hasn't been the case. Here's Sharkey. He'll shoot it, and it just misses wide.
It was an important ground ball that Kohler was able to get. And he's gotten a lot more playing time in recent weeks, and you can almost say this Maryland team is D-mid by committee at this point.
There's Syracuse to the middle. We'll have to pass that off. Chorus now going to the middle. There's Spanos. Is he going to foul the two before him? No, he's going to cut. That's good on-ball defense there by being the short stick D-middy. Shorties have done a great job for Brown here today. Maltz to Chorus. No room to shoot it. Here's room for Syracuse, and he doesn't miss. And it's 10-8. Terps. Another face-off. Keithler fighting for it. Squirts out. Stamos tried to get there. Whistle which way? Brown. Very dramatic reveal there by the ref. Feels like every possession in this game, Ben, is so hard fought, so earned. You got to make the most of it. Corsi. Here's Kelly, working on red. Jack Kelly has to retreat for a second, give it off to McLean. Bly overthrew it. Back to get it's Ben Locke. Plenty of time. 35 seconds. Jack Kelly. Good push there by Red. It's out to Corsi. Lost it. Zappatello didn't see it. It's a good thing Larkin did. Maryland wouldn't have gotten the ball back. Here's Zappatello in transition. Skip over to Stamos.
Got 2 poles on offense right now. Going to have to get some subs in.
It's not ideal, is it, Ben?
Not what you want.
You know both of those guys, Larkin and Zappatello, it's always in the back of their heads, isn't it? Putting that ball in the net.
They'll happily come off and get some fist bumps for good defensive possession, though.
That's for sure. Here's Maltz. I think they'll be a lot happier if Maryland can find the net here. The guys who were brought in to replace them, who crushed their dreams here in this possession. Here's Molliver. Back out to Daniel Kelly. Here's Erksa. Nice cut. Ball gets away. An unforced error for Maryland gives Brown right back the ball.
I think Maltz took his eye off it to look at the goal. The pass was there, and it just whizzed right by his stick.
Samari Staton. Boy, has he been good today, the short stick D-Mitty. Out of Corona, California. Went to Mater Dei, the former Monarch. This is Corsi. Working on Alviti. He's got 3 today. Ball's loose. McLean couldn't handle it. Fight for it. He gets it right back. Now Maryland's drawn out. Corsi, skip pass. Kelly. Creative pass. The shot goes high. It's going to stay with Brown, though. Corsi to bring this out. Really raining now. You can see around the stadium, everybody's got their umbrellas, their rain gear on. No such luxuries if you're down on the field, man. Corsi looking for the pick. Didn't really get a good angle. Now he'll come around the other side. He'll spin around. Didn't have a look. Pass gets away. Maryland's bench is fired up.
That's a great job from Will Schaller, getting over as the 2 slide. The original slide came over, Alviti picked him up. So Schaller was forced to rotate over, and he took away that pass on the crease.
McNaney, tough catch. Terps have to get this clear. Great job by Sharkey there to get open. And here comes Syracuse, full head of steam. Urksa, Spanos. Here we go. Last player who was stuck up there was Sharkey, and Chorus will come in for him. Maryland's all set with 40 on the clock. Here's Molliver. Terps trying to give him something. Molliver gets tired of waiting. Takes it himself. There's Spanos. Turning, passing it across the field. Here's Chorus. Chorus had to give it up now, 10 seconds. No time to waste here for Maryland. Maltz to the front. He's going to have to dump it. That's an exceptional defensive possession there for Brown.
Did everything to perfection with it. The way Maryland runs that set from behind with the cutters, they're creative with it. They bunch everyone up in the middle to try to catch the defense off guard, perhaps confuse them a little bit. But Brown, hey, they're smart for a reason over there in the Ivy League. Not falling for any tricks from Maryland.
We were looking before the game. Acceptance rate's 5. They've doubled that in goals. Such a good lacrosse conference from top to bottom. That's a shot from a tough angle. No trouble for McNaney.
You mentioned it. The Ivy League, so historic, so good at lacrosse. And if Brown is a team that's at the bottom of the Ivy League and they're playing Maryland like this, I mean, what does that say about the Ivy League? Maryland's got to find a way to get it going. They haven't scored in 5 minutes.
And there's a flag on the field. So delayed penalty coming up on the Bears. Maryland's trying to score before that. Urksa. A lot of contact on him. Give it off to Brennan. Brennan's got the shorty. Maltz. You take a little bit more risk when you've got that penalty coming, Ben. Like that. So it's going to be Maryland ball. And this could be a bit of a must-have, do you think? I mean, still down by 2. You haven't scored in some time. John Tillman really wants his guys to find a way here.
And this game started so high scoring from the start, but both defenses have kind of settled in a little bit. It's been over 5 minutes since either team has put one in the net. So if you're Maryland right here, you don't know how many chances you're going to have to get more goals on the board. So you got to get them when they could come in a man-up opportunity.
So Ben Locke will have a seat in the sin bin for 30. Again, Brown has a really, really good man down D. So that shot goes wide by Urksa.
Maryland likes to use Urksa up top, known for being such a great passer to find that cutter.
Here's Kelly, tough angle. Took a deflection. Maryland will keep it. 11 seconds down the penalty. And again, Brown is holding opponents to about a 30 or so % success rate in these man-ups. There's one thing that they were good at coming into today. It's that. Can the Terps find a way to break through here? Didn't do it in time. Now the ball's loose. Brown with another big-time stop. Good ride there by Chorus, but nothing comes of it. Here comes the Bears. Bean, nice pass. What a save, McNaney. Keeping him in the game. Now he's got to throw it up high. Big hit. Burles goes down. Flag flies. Terps want this ground ball so they can get the opportunity on the other end, Ben. Chaos.
And now they can have numbers here if they utilize it.
Here comes the Terps. So again, you can take more risks because you're going to get the ball even if you turn it over.
McNaney might have just made the play of the game if Maryland can get one in here and then, of course, have the penalty as well.
Here comes Syracuse. Another flag is flown. I think that's on Brown again. A shot at a goal! Urksa! Big one! 10-9. So now we go to the face-off again. And remember, Maryland's man up for a whole minute. P.J. Bean had to have a seat. This is a huge face-off. Shea Keithler in this game. He's won half of his face-offs. Excuse me, that's Crater. Ball squeaks out. Brown just going to hold this.
Maryland scores with 44 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The goal was scored by number 10, Brayden Urksa.
It's going to be another penalty kill, by the way, Ben, here for the Bears. So a high pass is caught.
And the Brown penalty was on number 2, P.J. Bean. 1 minute for body check.
So remember, Ben, the penalty's going to extend into the fourth quarter, so I believe Maryland would start with it. Brown taking no chances here. My goodness, what a game. And we will head to the fourth quarter. Maryland is trailing by 1. Don't go anywhere. So Brown's going to hold this. These first few seconds, they've killed off the penalty. Now they've got a chance to double their lead. How about some tough defense here by Red? Rain just keeps falling heavier and heavier, it seems. It's McLean running all the way through. Shot clock runs out, but again, that possession was a lot more about the penalty kill than trying to actually score there, Ben.
And they did exactly what they needed. We said it earlier, the man-down defense might have been the only bright spot so far for Brown before this game. But maybe things are starting to turn.
Offsides there gives Brown right back the ball. For fourth quarter, we've got here Big Ten Plus. I don't think Brown's going to be in much of a hurry, especially as that clock continues to wind down. You can see here, they're in no rush. They're trying to shorten this game, shorten this fourth quarter. They've won every quarter except for the third. Hughes. Give that back to McLean, who's got a shorty. Nick Red does a nice job, though. That's a tough shot there by Hughes, and McNaney now moves to number 5. At Maryland, the player he's been in his tenure. Skoris will get that up to Urksa. Braden Urksa and the Terps trying to tie this game at 10. So cut Syracuse up, winding it up and scoring, and we are tied at 10.
This Maryland offense has brought to the table, that's what makes them dangerous to score from anywhere.
Shea Keithler with a big face-off win. Maryland is now tied for the first time since 13:30 left to go in the second quarter. And again, without Luke Weirman, the face-off have not gone Maryland's way. It's Chorus. Him and Syracuse are playing catch. High pass over the stick of Syracuse, a brown ball.
And that's just happened one too many times in this game for this Maryland team. Uncharacteristic. The passing hasn't been what it's needed to be.
And that big-time face-off win by Keithler. Now for nothing. Can Brown take the lead? Wertheim with it. A.J. Larkin working on him. Spencer Hughes is going to come on the field. Stamos is going to pick him up immediately. The shorty matchup. Wertheim. Over to McLean. To the middle. His shot goes wide.
He had 1 second that he got free right there because of Zappitello trying to gamble and get that pass. He almost buried it.
Hughes is going to take it out of the alley. Working on Stamos. Hughes to Wertheim. Tanner Burns. And a loose ball. McLean couldn't handle it. Here comes Maryland. Kohler to Urksa. Nice scoop. To Larkin back. And Urksa slowing it down. Now he's going to take it. Pass it behind to Maltz.
That scoop was so huge. Saved that possession. We're at that point in the game. Every single possession is going to matter.
10-10 ball game. Brennan working on Staten. Brennan around. He'll pass it off. Murphy to Urksa. Urksa winds it up and scores! And Maryland has their first lead of the game.
Bruno has its first lead.
Keithler fighting for it. It's going to go Brown's way. How about Urksa's third hat trick this year? Sigh of relief for Maryland, but it's small and it's temporary. They got to lock it down on defense. Jack Hughes the other way. Hughes to Wolfram. It's back up to Burns. Now Corsi in this game. He's got two shorties in front of him. Sharkey, good defense to force that ball away. Now it's Burns. Says no thanks to that Zappitello matchup and passes it off instead. Wolfram out to Corsi, out of the alley. Corsi, tough angle in front. May have hit the post, may have hit McNaney. Maryland doesn't care which.
I was surprised Corsi took that shot. The slide was coming, and it was coming so early that you'd figure someone was probably floating open around the goal.
Sharkey just took a big hit there. He's slow to get up. Maryland needs him down the stretch, that's for sure. Here's Spanos. Waiting for help, it comes, Syracuse. This 1-point lead is Maryland's largest and only lead of the game. Spanos behind the net, Urksa to the front. Tough angle, couldn't find the net. Spanos there to save it. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Logan McNaney, as you can see, number 5 all time in saves at Maryland. Here's Chorus. Coming to the front, tough angle, nice save. Urksa picks it up and puts it in. And Maryland leads by 2.
And justifiably so.
Back to the circle we go, and it's another win for Sachs. Brown's not going to go down without a fight. You better believe that. They've been leading in this game by as much as 3 goals. Can they score 3 goals to retake the lead? Pass to McLean, spinning around, and Zapatello wisely stepping to the top man on this Brown offense. Kelly takes a tumble, gets back to his feet. Here's Hughes. Goal of the game so far was his. Now give it off to McLean. Kohler defending him desperately. McLean takes it and scores. Just like that, it's a 1-goal game again. You can't have McLean on a shorty. You just can't.
You just said it too. You better believe this Brown team is going to fight. And the way they've played this entire game has shown that. Look, he took a shot up around the helmet from Kohler too. Surprised no flag came in. Kohler got away with one right there. But resiliency. That's what this Brown team has brought to the table all game long.
Keithler scooping it up. Maryland ball. Look at Brown on the face-off today. How about the job that Sachs has done? He's been so good, and they've needed him to be that good, to be in this game.
They sure have, and you have to wonder how much more confident he is in that face-off X when he didn't see 52 going against him.
Urksa coming around. He takes it and misses by inches. Brown ball. Good backup there. The far side of the field.
Maryland's got to have someone else other than Urksa make a play here. It's starting to become a one-man show.
How about the job there by Ryan Behrens? Ben, to back that ball up and give his offense a chance.
And that's exactly what they needed. That's what this Brown team has brought, the grittiness and having someone behind the cage to back up the shot. That's just an intelligent play as a defender.
Brown short stick D-middies have really, really been good today, Ben. Barron's one of them. Staten has had a big game as well.
The D-mids have to be good to have a chance against Maryland.
Talked about grit with this Brown lacrosse team. Those guys, they certainly embody that. Their teammates have followed suit today. They've given Maryland quite the test. McLean trying to tie it. McLean from distance off the head of Will Schaller. 5 seconds. McLean's going to have to shoot this. He doesn't get one off. And a flag flies late. That was Corsi who had it there at the end. That's a big-time call. So Brown's man down D is going to come back out. Terps have not scored man up today. And again, Brown has been so good all year in these situations. It's a delay of game on Corsi. Let's take another look. He's got the ball here. The shot clock expires around now. And he just kept playing. You got to see the shot clock, Ben.
He tried to throw it away.
A costly penalty. Murphy to Urksa. Terps setting it up. They got 10 seconds left on the man up. A shot from Maltz goes high. And it looks like Brown is going to kill off another penalty. 5 seconds before they get the help. Here's Murphy. He'll let it fly over.
Back to even strength now, too.
Maryland does still have 50 seconds, though, on the shot clock. With the lead and no power play, no need to rush now. Terps have just not been able to capitalize on these man-up opportunities. The Brown defense has lived up to the billing in that department. Here's Kelly. He's got some room. He tries the tough angle there, and it's off target. And here comes Brown.
Don't love that shot right there from Kelly. Wasn't much of an angle, didn't even have the chase to benefit for him. So he essentially just hands possession back to Brown. And he'll take a timeout, it looks like.
Mike Daly, he sees the chance in front of him. With 3:49 left to go, it's Brown ball, and they can tie it here on Big Ten Plus.
About this Maryland team, how they finish this game. How can they close when the challenge is presented to them?
Gotten punched in the mouth. That's for sure. Can they get back up and get out of here with a win?
All wins count the same.
It's Jack Kelly. Give it off to McLean. Working on Zappatello. Good defense. McLean has to pass it away to Corsi. Corsi working on Alviti. Gets an angle. Passes it off. Didn't have it there for long. McLean, a rip, and it's blocked, and Zappatello is down. Sacrificing the body for the team is number one, and Maryland hopes he gets up. You know, you love the grit, you love the toughness of putting yourself in front of the ball like that, but certainly a very dangerous play.
It is always at risk as a defender, especially on the ball, taking a shot right off the body. And
look at this bench. You know, this is a guy who's got number one on. He's a leader. And if you were going to think of a guy who would eat that shot for the team, it's him. But that's the one guy you can't afford to lose. We're going to step away as Ajax Zappatello gets tended to on the field. As Zappatello just ran off the field. We're all the way up 5 stories high here at the Xfinity Center, and we could hear him yell, "Finish it," to the boys on the sideline. There's nothing that gets the team more fired up than that. As Kelly will get us started back up again. McLean over to Corsi. Corsi's got a shorty, now he's got 2 of them. Corsi faked the pass. He still got it in his stick. Now he'll finally let it fly over. Pass to the middle, bounced off the post and in, and Brown has tied it. Ben Locke with the goal. As Ajax Zappatello runs back on, boy, would Maryland have loved to have him on the field there.
They sure would have, and You think if the tide's turning, the best player on the defensive side goes down. How does Maryland respond? How does Brown respond to that? Well, Brown did what they've done all game long. No remorse to what the critics have said about them. Winless coming into this one, and they've tied it with 2:30 to go.
Ben Locke is the 9th goal scorer of this game for Brown. That's a big-time face-off win for Shea Keithler.
With the assist, number 10, Jack Kelly.
Oh boy, this is fun up here in the booth. 12-12. "12 goals is the most that Brown's gotten in a game all year. Spanos around. It hits the back of the net, and Urksa picks it up and gives Maryland back the lead. A weird goal, but Maryland is not complaining. It's 5th of the day. And now this is a monster face-off. Keithler and Sachs, all eyes on the circle. And of course, it's a battle. Keithler flips it up, lost the ball. A battle for it, it's picked up by Larkin. It's Maryland ball.
How about that? A guy that wasn't playing that much until today may have just got the most important ground ball of the entire game.
Hands up, it's a 10-man ride, goes open. McNady's gonna go for it, and it's touched in front. Oh my goodness, almost a goalie goal. Kevin Sweeney at the last second coming in. And the risk there is now Brown's got a chance. Brown's got a chance to tie the game. Jack Kelly has it. He'll give it off to Wareheim. Approaching the final minute. Kelly to McLean. To Wertheim. Into the middle. Timeout called by Brown.
The game was met with an equalizer. It's been unreal. It's been a blast with you, Tyler. Great finish coming up.
Jack Kelly will take it out of the alley. Corsi. Give it over to Wertheim. Wertheim to the middle, has the angle and misses high. But there to back it up is Wolfram. Brown's going to have another chance. 53 to go. 32 on the shot clock as well. Wolfram to the front. He'll give it off to Kelly. Kelly, tough angle. He scores, and we're tied. 44 seconds left, and it's 13-13.
This Brown team came into this game with 0 wins. On the brink here against the Terps. It's no matter for Kelly. That's just pure ice right there.
They went on the road and they took their arch rivals, Providence, to OT. They've done it again here at Maryland. All eyes on the X. Keithler battling for it. It's still loose and scooped up by Maryland. Back to McNaney. Would not be surprised if Tillman takes a timeout here. You got to make sure you're not offsides. Syracuse with the catch. Dropped it, scoops it back up. Tillman's going to let him play. And finally, now the timeout comes.
Yeah, had to wait for them to get a touch in the box before they could call that timeout.
With Chorus out of the alley. Terps have 11 seconds. Chorus looking for somebody to pass to. He'll get it to Urksa. Urksa coming around. 2 seconds. He's got to shoot it. And he didn't get it off in time. Can hardly believe it myself, but we're going to overtime here in College Park. Ben Strober alongside Tyler Lochte. This is going to be a lot of fun, Ben.
Maryland's already won in overtime twice this year.
Brown has lost their only contest to go into extra time. Talk about a big-time face-off for Shea Keithler. He only had 3 coming into this game. Him and Sachs are battling. Loose ball, Cave tried to scoop it, and Chorus is there. Maryland's going to have the first crack at it. Timeout called by John Tillman, and Shea Keithler's done his job. And we will step away again. 3:50 left to go in the first OT, but that doesn't matter. We're going to play until somebody scores. The last time these two teams met, that game went to OT in the 2016 Final Four. Maryland won that one 15-14. Here's Syracuse, pass to Maltz. He takes it and misses high. And we restart. Chorus coming around. Defender falls. Molliver to Urksa. Urksa making a move to Maltz. Game over! Maryland wins it! 14-13. They just survive. All the credit in the world to Mike Daly and his Brown Bears. They gave Maryland all they could handle, but the Terps in OT, it was inevitable.
3 for 3 on the season in overtime, and every single time it's come from someone different.
I really do think this Brown team is going to win some games in the Ivy League this year. Forget about that 0-5 record. This is a team that came in here and they fought to the final whistle and then even more. For Ben Strober, I'm Tyler Lochte, the rest of our crew, Ani Wolkoff, and all the great people back in the control room. We thank you so much for tuning in to this one. Once again, the Terps, they take it 14-13 here on Big Ten Plus.